Hello, and welcome back. This is Amateur Dota 2 League. We have Game 2 between Canuck and Friends and Team ASDF. I am Evolution of War. I'll be solo casting this game. And we have come out of a somewhat stompy game from Team ASDF taking Game 1, so hopefully we'll see a better performance coming out from Canuck and Friends. First band's coming out. We have Queen of Pain, Ursa. The Ursa was banned out in the first game. The Queen of Pain was in Team ASDF's hands and did a lot of work coming out of that offlane. And Team ASDF will decide to ban out the Gyrocopter as well as the Undying. Gyrocopter was banned out as well in the last game in the first phases. The Undying was in Canuck and Friends' hands. Don't think he did particularly a lot of work though.
Earth Shaker.
Just looks like they don't want to give Undying over to Canuck and Friends again. So, Earth Shaker being the first pickup, very solid support, and somewhat seen in the off lane. More as still a supportive role, but giving Earth Shaker solo XP is never a bad situation just because of how he scales. Fissure stun scales, aftershock levels. Very good. Team ASDF though decided to pick up the Phoenix once again, and this time coupled up with a Silencer. It's kind of interesting. Silencer isn't, you know, a CC to help the Phoenix Egg, but didn't have issues with the Phoenix Egg last game. Canuck and Friends never once took down that Phoenix Egg, just because the support Phoenix was so well played with the Fire Spirits. No one ever had the attack speed to take it out, so. Coupling up the Silencer, you're looking at even larger team fight presence coming out from Team ASDF. Maybe this time, Team Canuck and Friends will be able to do something about the egg. Just maybe. With the right clicks only, you know. But, what can we expect here? Dealing with the Silencer is fairly difficult for a lot of casters coming out in the mid lane. Decided to respond with the Shadow Fiend, alright. So, it's a very safe choice overall. A natural BKB holder who can farm it up very fast. Not too spell dependent within team fights, has very strong right clicks. Not like a Storm Spirit, Ember Spirit, Puck. Those kind of heroes that you usually see in the mid lane otherwise. So, very solid pickup coming out from Canuck and Friends. And hopefully, will be harder to shut down. Because last game, Canuck and Friends, they ran the Beastmaster in the mid lane versus a Viper, and it just wasn't very good. The Viper just had free reign, and the Beastmaster's boars weren't able to do anything. Bandmaster, Viper, and DK being banned out. Viper was played by Team ASDF to very heavy effect. Rude Mother being the last ban out in this phase by Team ASDF, and they will pick up a Storm Spirit. Rude Mother is one of those big space creators. They ban it out. And then pick up the Storm Spirit. So, maybe indicating they want to run a Safe Flame Storm. I don't know why I picked directly into that, but Storm Spirit, fairly decent versus the Shadow Fiend in mid lane. And Canuck and Friends respond with a Disruptor, who is very good versus Storm Spirit. Got that glimpse into a Static Storm combo. Very difficult for Storm Spirit to avoid. And Team ACF decided to respond. Hey, we're gonna double up with the Storm Spirit, pick up a Life Stealer. Go with the classic Storm Spirit Life Stealer Bomb. Life Stealer did receive some buffs in the last patch. I believe his, I'm not sure what's W. Open Wounds? No. E is Open Wounds. Open Wounds received a flat Life Steal bonus, Life Leech bonus, rather than a scaling one, and it's a lot stronger, so that'll be interesting. And he has Ags upgrades, which is basically probably never going to be an option for Life Stealer. I'm going to be serious there. I don't see Life Stealer ever picking up Ags. It's just a very clowny concept. Maybe if you wanted to keep someone safe, like a lone Druid Bear, That'd be pretty interesting because you could heal the lone druid bear up if it was low HP, but at the same time, does that even work? Would that warrant one of your cores going ags? At least, just not very good optimization in general, but interesting concept. Let's be serious. So we have 2 supports coming out from Canuck and Friends already. They have a mid laner. I would like to see something with hardcore engage, and like you have single target pick off right now, carving up Disruptor. You might have a single target pick off with the Yule Shadow Fiend, which isn't very popular now, but you'll still see it occasionally. In a long distance Fissure, maybe catch someone, but still not the best. So I'd pick up the Medusa, alright. So leaving their offlaner to last, deciding to pick up their core right now. Medusa not seeing a lot of play in the most recent of games, but still one of those carries where if you get enough farm, you'll just outscale everyone just because you do so much damage to your right clicks.
5 seconds remaining.
And she's still very difficult to kill.
Reserve time.
And with some new itemization, put a Lotus Orb on that Medusa. How are you gonna kill that thing? So now you have Team ASDF have the option of going off a ban, off an offlaner who would help out with Canuck and Friends' engages. Clockwork would be more single target pick off. Centaur Warrunner still in the pool. Not quite sure what Canuck and Friends would run here. Darkseer into Disruptor, Shadow Fiend, Earthshaker would be pretty cool to see. Stand up out the void.
Dire team ban.
Interesting, alright. I think that could have worked, but it would have been a bit difficult to pull off, I think. That would have been a very good lockdown for the Storm Spirit, though. They do manage to jump on the Storm. Goes through
10 seconds remaining.
Lifestealer's Rage with the time locks as well as the Chronosphere, so that could have also been a very dangerous potential. Vengeful Spirit being the last ban from Canuck and Friends. There was a Vengeful Spirit Phoenix support combo from Team ASDF that I feel like it's gonna be a support silencer, I could be wrong. If they picked up a Vengeful Spirit, that'd be pretty awkward. But better not give the team the same thing again that they just won with, so
5 seconds remaining.
just pulling out Vengeful Spirit might not be a terrible idea.
Reserve time.
Then what would you run in the offlane then? Lifestealer, Silence, Lifestealer, Phoenix, Vengeful Spirit offlane, solo Silencer versus whatever offlane that hasn't yet to be revealed yet. It's out there. I feel like it's kind of out there. Lifestealer aggro try. Team ASDF decided to pick up the Invoker, which is another core. It can be played mid lane, safe lane, or off lane, so maybe we're looking at a Storm Spirit safe lane, Invoker mid, off lane, Lifestealer aggressive try with the Silencer Phoenix. You go Invoker probably wants to go Quas Wex here for the Medusa's mana burn, to mana burn the Medusa's mana shield. If you go Exhort, you have this global pressure to go couple up with the aggro try. It's the Darkseer! Alright, I called it. Nice. I called the last pick of Canuck and Friends' lineup twice in a row. I feel pretty good about that. Peasant taking off the offlane Darkseer, alright. Last time was the last pick Luna, this time is the last pick Darkseer. They have a lot of AoE potential in this Canuck and Friends. I hope they can execute this better. I hope they execute this and pull this off, because this is gonna be really cool. They do pull this off. Darkseer is one of those pesky laners that you don't want to throw a single person into. So, once again, this is Amateur Dota 2 League. I'm going to introduce the teams. Team ASDF running with God Hands on the Invoker. Looks like he's going off lane. Santa at NASA playing the Phoenix once again, support role. YOLO Swag Rico, Eleanor playing the mid lane Storm Spirit. YOLO Swag Rico playing on the Lifestealer. And Toy A playing the support silencer. Canuck and friends, led off by Canuck himself, Captain Canuck, playing the Shadow Fiend. Toast playing on the Medusa, trying to do a bit of scouting maybe. Not in an ideal position, let's be honest. You don't want to get a higher ground, yeah. Get onto higher ground. Not a very safe position. They're roaming once again. Hilorn playing on the Earthshaker. And Infineon playing on the Disruptor, which leaves Peasant on the Darkseer. Ward being dropped. I believe this is an attempt to ward block this camp. I'm not quite sure if it does. I'll have to check. I feel like you have to eat off a tree first. So.
The battle begins.
2 wards being placed. Santa and NASA actually picks up the rune. We'll be able to Icarus dive away. Both bounty runes secured by Team ASDF. And that's... Yeah, I had 4 people committed down to that bounty rune, not able to secure. That's pretty rough. So looks like Toy A will be supporting the Lifesteal in the bot lane. Going against the Darkseer, you usually want to run at least one ranged hero to take out this Ion Shell creep. And the first creep is actually going to be Ion Shell, so I'm going to die kind of quick. And good denying coming out from Yolo Swag Rico there. Ion Shell being dropped onto Pheasant himself, trying to chase down Toy A, but they have relatively the same move speed. Will not be able to do much damage right there. And heavy denies coming out from Lifestealer. Already doing very well in this lane. A lot better than I thought Lifestealer would do, at least. Maybe that beast damage. Just a Quelling Blade. Doing a fair bit of work, alright. Pheasant's trying to be as annoying as possible though. Yo, Sagrico doing his best to deny as much EXP. Alright, looking up. So Santa Nessa caught a bit in a bad position. Glimpse back, fissure, and misses Nick. Able to secure that kill. Interesting. Kind of curious because Phoenix picked up the bounty rune as well, so he had a level advantage. Had the Icarus dive. Should have been pretty hard to kill. Perhaps going down. God Hands is going for that Quas Wex build, starting off with Quas at least. Demised. I really doubt you'd go Quas Exort. It's in the off lane. Rarely risky. Do that. Phoenix now going to support in the bot lane. Leaving God Hands to himself.
What surge is this?
Interesting line. Earlier mentioning Stormster versus Shadow Fiend. Stormster should be fairly good in the first couple stages, just has too much extra bonus damage to deal with. Comparative to Shadow Fiend's low base damage. Actually, Captain Canuck right there, winning off the trade by a fair bit. Raises go down. Doesn't have a long range raise right there. Could have been done a bit more damage, but overall, not doing too bad for himself. Captain Canuck. 11 farm compared to Storm's 16, so Storm doing have 6 knives though. That's pretty harsh. Storm here is just so strong. Starting to bottle crow. Phoenix is stacking, I think. Trying to do some pulling to deny EXP. And Pheasant, only with 2 last hits, is pretty harsh for an offlaner. Darkseer is just known to be one of those offlaners who gets free wave pushing and free harass, free last hits, but this Lifestealer is not afraid to take a bit of damage and deny, so they're doing a fairly good job. This forces Toy A to try and help out with the killing of the Ion Surge creep. Taking a bit of harass, Peasant. Pops up an Ion Shell, not going to be able to do much. Go on top lane. God Hands trying to go at it with Infineon. There's a glimpse if he wants to use it, but no Earthshaker in range as he is mid lane and dueling it out. Alright. I thought they missed that little duel. So, Storm Spirit basically getting a solo kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Pretty ridiculous. The Storm Spirit is gonna get pretty strong, pretty quick. God hands going on.
Dire's middle
Tornado,
tower is
Cold
under
Snap
attack.
onto Disruptor with that phase boost, able to just combo down the Disruptor. Missing 2 kills back in a row. Sorry guys, but that was kind of unexpected. How do you solo kill in 2 lanes on this force? Essentially 1v2s. Can't let that happen, Canuck and friends. And you ask yourself, what is Canuck and friends getting out of it right now? Their Darkseer is being heavily denied. Only has 2 last hits again, and this time Canuck gets picked off. Level 6 Storm Spirit, help from Santa at NASA Phoenix, doing a lot of work again.
Dire's middle
This Phoenix player is so good. Actually, kind of amazed. Comes back, Fissure. There isn't a Medusa here. Going at it, there is a combo dream drop down, mana burn from EMP, leaves Airshaker with nothing, Tornado coming out last, and not enough damage to do much, but able to survive while holding his own. God Hands showing his ability in the off lane, and his knowledge of his abilities, capabilities to hold it out. Pretty ridiculous about it. Life Stealer, 6 minutes minus. It's gonna get really far ahead. Top of the charts already, and Earthshaker, couple of Canuck. Iron secured by the Storm Spirit though. Doesn't want to turn. Be fairly risky, especially without like a DD or a haster in there. So. Moment, if you're Canuck and friends, you're looking at a fairly hard game. So you're getting denied essentially in all lanes. And your Medusa's last hitting is not as good as the Life Stealers apparently.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So that's not good. And then another solo kill. So mid tower getting hurt. Turns out Storm Spirit is just going ham. Fissure going down as well, and not enough to save the Shadow Fiend. It's kind of ridiculous. These are some solo kills you really don't expect. But I guess roll 2 Earthshaker, you have a 1-second Fissure stun. But Eleanor is just doing so much work right now. And it's Phoenix, who can do a lot of work himself. His one time in the mid lane results in a kill on the Shadow Fiend. Snowballing a Storm Spirit out of control. I'm kind of concerned. I feel like Canuck and friends should be in a way better position than they should be right now. Medusa should have higher farm, and Darkseer should be getting a bit more than 7 last hits. That's ridiculous. That's, you know, I'm part of Lifestealer doing a hell of a good job denying, but it just really hurts their economy. And Invoker also be, you know, on par in CS with the safe laner. That's also quite ridiculous. Storm Spirit now coming to the top lane. Tornado, Cold Snap combo, EMP being dropped, Cold Snap still sticks around. There's a Storm Spirit zip in, Ball Lightning, Electric Vortex, easy kill. Now the supports are being stared at. Eleanor zapping in over the Connect build. Small Ball Lightning zips, will be able to secure the kill on the Disruptor, and Volker picks up that last hit. 2 kills going in favor. Okay. Helorn, you're not walking in the right direction. There isn't too much mana here, but small zips around, max overload damage, that is enough. Eldor playing fantastic on that Storm Spirit. Just the short zips, keeping in range to pop off that auto attack overload. My goodness. It only had to pop off 1 ball charge in the middle, missed that. Didn't use a soul ring for that Earthshaker kill. Absolutely ridiculous. Now Phoenix is getting solo EXP. Shadow Fiend doesn't even want to stick around in the mid lane. Goes to take out some stacks. Yeah, this Storm Spirit's gonna start running around with the game. I mean, your supports can't even defend you against this Storm Spirit now. Fissure, the level 3 Earthshaker now, level 2 Fissure. It's probably not gonna be enough to stop the Storm Spirit. You have a level 2 Glimpse, but only stops your Storm Spirit from going at you for a tiny bit. So. I feel like the only lane where there isn't like too much action is the bot lane, and well, Peasant has figured out a trick to maybe getting a bit more farm. Put the Ion Shell and the Life Stealer himself. Can't deny that. Can't kill that. Can still deny though. But then Life Stealer can't farm as well, so kind of harsh.
Invisibility.
Test for the rune. Surge. You got a surge, buddy. You're not gonna get it. Silence from Toy A, last word, doing a lot of damage. Storm Spirit zip in on the top lane, Electric Vortex. Toast popping on the Mana Shield, popping off the ultimate as well. Will we be able to get out? Not quite. The Static Remnant picking up the last hit right there. Eleanor playing out of his mind. Your safe laner has no protection right there. That's not very ideal. Looks like in the mid lane there was a Supernova. Trying to go onto the Phoenix, maybe? God Hands now, going on to Infineon with the Cold Snap EMP. Is able to pick up the kill now. Canuck and his friend Peasant, not in a good position. The Tornado there, able to secure a lot of damage. Phoenix picking up that kill. Peasant. TP'd in to no avail. Not able to save his friends. Now able to find the kill on Invoker. 2-0 in favor of Team ASDF, and this game severely out of hand. 11 minutes in, you're already looking at like an 8k gold advantage, and Yolo Swag Rico actually might die here. Long zip, able to avoid the damage from the tower. Wall being dropped. Medusa picking up that kill. Very unideal. Could have given it to Disruptor, but Medusa picks up a huge amount of gold for himself. Infurion doesn't have a glimpse anymore. Tornado coming in. EMP combo. Being dropped out. Infineon, Cold Snap as well. Trying to get the kill on the Phoenix. One more auto attack would have done it, I think. He didn't miss, but we'll get chased down. Phase boots. Invoker with Max Wex. Able to find it. Where did Darkseer go down? I don't even know. Again, you're looking at about the same. The Medusa picking up the kill on the Storm Spirit is pretty big though. That helps her a lot. You can see in net worth, she's now, you know, barely ahead of the Phoenix though. I mean, it's nowhere near ideal. And for comeback farm, they don't have like Shadow Fiend getting jumped. Shadow Fiend doesn't even have Requiem yet. Only level 8. Now Eleanor, barely enough mana to jump over the wall. Has bottle charges though. Well played by him. Vacuum being used, no avail as wasn't a TP out. There is no TP out on Eleanor. Able to just walk on out, I guess. Too late for that pull there, Infineon. May get jumped on by Eleanor. Pop the Soul Ring, and this ward here will spot them out. Now they're like, oh, Eleanor was just hiding up there. Quite unfortunate. They could have got that kill maybe. Especially if it was at so low mana. The Storm Spirit is so fantastic.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And at this point, your Shadow Fiend only has Ring of Aquila and half or 2/3 of the parts for your boots upgrade. It's not where you want to be, boys. Shadow Fiend is supposed to be your steady farmer, capable of holding the lane against whoever. Peasant trying to find God Hands. Gets a Tornado EMP'd up, and already you're looking at this disengage, broken. You got Theon, no mana, very low HP. Toast being engaged upon by a cold snap, right click coming down. There's a silence not before the fidget drops down, and that will prevent the kill from going down onto Toast. Maybe stopping also a rebuttal onto the Invoker. But this Invoker's getting a lot of the lane. Looks like he's going for a Yules. Maybe Ags first, but go either. I feel like you usually go Yules on Exhort, but easy pick off right there. There was a haste room, but not enough for the Shadow Fiend to get out. Supernova being dropped off. Disruptor gets picked off. Getting run over. Canuck friends are just out of this game. Looking at a, what is that, 14k gold nearly in favor of Team ASDF. Playing out of their minds. Especially the storms here. Just every time you see the storm ball lightning somewhere, you're either getting farm or you're getting killed. So ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Tower is under attack.
Just barely finished the power treads. One last hit. Two. Tornado EMP again coming out from God's hands. Captain Canuck dying once again. Just got back into lane. Literally 20 seconds ago.
Radiant's bottom tower is
That is super harsh. And it's not like there's a lack of vision, so to speak, in this jungle. You have essentially both entrances giving vision somehow. You know, you can barely see up this ramp. Peasant being engaged upon by God Hands, zip in from Eleanor, able to get the electric vortex, Tornado securing the last hit.
Like a match, already dim and damp, your mind snuffs out.
Last hit, going over the Phoenix. Phoenix didn't get the Icarus dive quite onto Infineon, but able to do quite a lot of damage. Cold Snap as well as the, I believe it was a Deafening Blast there. Pick up that kill. Just absolute slaughterfest. You have this greedy lineup from C4. Canuck and friends should have been able to pull out a bit more though. Tornado catches Canuck, and there's a Sunray, but there's no more follow-up. Looks like YOLO Swag Rico making his way out from bot lane, trying to get the open wounds, not quite gonna get in range. What is this build? Armlet after the Midas, and then you have a crit stick? My goodness. Storm, Nyx Bomb, Supernova on the back end, Electric Vortex onto the Shadow Fiend, I believe, or the Earthshaker, I'm not even sure. Glimpse back, Stormsail will not be able to find any more kills, but it's an instant 2-for-0 that died right there. Huge amount of damage. Phoenix trying to Icarus dive to find one more kill onto the Peasant, but Peasant we'll be able to surge out of there. I don't know about this anymore. 1k gold right there. They're just finding easiest pickoffs, and look at this. The gold. Absolutely outrageous. Team ASDF running over this game as well. And this one, an even more commanding lead. On the back of this Storm Spirit, Silencer, Phoenix, and Invoker. That's a huge Iron Shell. Wow. Alright. Glimpse onto Invoker. I didn't even see that, what was going on there. Looks like it will be the Ags. Phoenix Icarus dive through, trying to do what he can to help out God Hands. God Hands will have the backup of Eleanor. Eleanor zipping in, no more mana. Doesn't have the Soul Ring anymore, has a Bloodstone instead, so we'll have to be able to bottle charge. The Iron Shell is not stopping the bottle though. And on the backside, Medusa falls to the Lifestealer, and GD has already called out 18-minute game. 23-2, ASDF running off with both games. GG, GG, well played. Where's the game ending? GG called out once again, so at the right 10 seconds, but you know. Team ASDF looking very commanding in both games, and I think that a lot of that came down to draft, and a lot of outplay as well. You're looking at like Medusa, Shadow Fiend. They need some protection, and well, they didn't get the protection they needed. They just got ran over by this Phoenix. And the Invoker also getting some solo kills you probably don't expect. Look at this silence. 1 assist! 1 global silence in the entire game, and this outrageous. So, like, any other hero could have been there, and this game still would have been just as stompy, probably. It's kind of ridiculous. Once again, Team ASDF pick up a 2-0 victory over Canuck and Friends. This is AD Amateur Dota 2 League. I'm Evolution of War. If you liked my casting or you have any feedback, please follow me on Twitter at Evolution of War, no spaces. And follow this Twitch channel, Twitch, Evolution _of War, I guess. But, thank you for joining me. Looking to see whether AD2L games come out, but also I have a Saturday Dota 2 League game to cast between Boreal Esports and Team ASDF. If you guys want to see that, be on Saturday, I believe at 5 p.m. Eastern or 6 p.m. Eastern. One of those times, but thank you for following, and hope you guys have a good night.